Kurt, what are you doing?
Oh, hey Nick, how's it going?
What you got going on over here?
Well, remember last week when we got all that like tap and die and machinist stuff?
Yeah, that was like last week.
I did it again
Oh,
because we need it. We got the mill running.
I see.
We need this stuff.
Well, can you show me what you got?
Yeah. Well, why don't we show everybody what we got? All right, guys. Kurt here of NK Garage, and we're back with another machinist tool haul. Basically, well, you saw it last time if you're a regular viewer. We're really getting into machinist stuff, tools and all that kind of stuff, and we like buying bulk deals so that we can get these tools on a budget. We've got the lathe running. It's been running for a while. We just got the mill running. We've milled a couple of parts, and we're getting into it. And just the other day, Nick was saying, I think we need more end mills. And I think he's right, because even though we got all of the end mills with the mill, we're still missing some popular sizes. And I remember when we were there last time at this lady's house, this is from the same seller, she had a bunch of end mills. And I hadn't even really looked at them or asked her about them yet. So I messaged her on Facebook Marketplace and I said, what do you want for all the end mills? And I said, while I'm at it, just, throw in all the rest of the tap and die stuff. She sent me some pictures, and basically she sent me pictures of all of this stuff, which took up 2 tables in her garage as well. And she said, I'll do these 2 tables for $700. And then I was like, because I wasn't looking to spend that much. I wasn't looking to buy this much either, but wasn't looking to spend that much. So I said, how about 5? She counted at 6, and we made a deal. So we went over there, and boy, did we get more than I even thought we were going to get. Like, the pictures made it look like a good deal, made it look like a lot of stuff, and then we just kept loading up boxes in the truck. Brought it all home. It was not this organized. It still needs much more organization. But let's dive into it because I know you guys are dying to see these tools. We'll start off with the taps. There are literally hundreds of taps in here. I don't even know how to guesstimate the count. For all I know, there could be 1,000 taps in here. I have no idea. There is everything, from minuscule, little stuff, all the way up to the big. This is 1.25 inches by 8. It's a nice tap right there. That's probably an expensive tap, and it's in very good shape. There are a few that are even bigger, but these ones are actually pipe thread taps, so I'm not as excited about those because I don't even know if I'll ever use those because I don't know when I'll need to tap pipe that big, but you never know. Maybe. There's all kinds of taps in here. This was it, limited to the dies. Most of the stuff is, standard, American sizes and thread pitches. There are, of course, some weird stuff in here. I'm not sure if I'll be able to pull any out immediately for you guys, but I know there's stuff like these longer extended taps for when you really got to get, down in there. There's a few of those. They're all in good shape. This one's 3/8, there's 16. This one's unlabeled, but this is another 3/8 16, and this one is 1/4 by 20. Very popular sizes. Here's another larger tap. That one is an MPT tap, a pipe thread tap. Here's probably a 3/4 tap. Oh no, 7/8-9 tap. There's all sorts in here. We could spend all day going through it. Tiny little taps. You can see that guy. That is a 1/16-64 tap. So obviously, if you were to try to buy this many taps, you would have spent our budget already. There are flat bottom taps, pointed taps. There are extended taps. There's metric, SAE, popular thread sizes, extremely fine threads. It's all in here.
There's even some left-hand thread.
There are some left-hand thread taps in here. This is a tap holder right here. There were a few of those. This is a custom creation. All sorts. Moving on, the end mills. This was the original goal, was to come home with some end mills. We're learning, and we know we're going to damage some end mills. You know, we're just getting started. And we needed some more sizes. Like in here, we've gotten 1/16 inch end mill. There's 2 of them in here. Maybe we'll use that one day, maybe we won't. This one was kind of interesting. I'm going to put it aside. It's a 1/8 tapered pipe end mill, I guess for doing a tapered hole. We've got big ones. This is a 1 1/4. You know, we've got 2 flute. There's 4 flute. This is a 1 inch 4 flute end mill. We've got, you know, this is another 1 inch 2 flute end mill. Various, you know, conditions on these. Some of them might be brand new. Some of them might be completely roasted. Some of them are in holders. Some of them have wax on them. That's a 6 flute one right there. But, you know, for the price you pay, there's enough good ones in here. There were some ball end mills. I know I was throwing some of them in there, a little bit here and there. Ball end mills make me happy, even though I haven't used one yet. I just think they're cool. It's good stuff. I mean, there's got to be, you know, 200 or so in here. Again, that's just a wonderful deal. We got 2 tap sets. This one in the orange here is nothing crazy or fancy. It's just a cheaper one made in Japan. But it was kind of cool to get one that was in the original case. I just thought that was kind of interesting. This one here is the Sears Craftsman Chrome Edge, part number 52091. This one has the user manual, the tap drill gauges, and it's got double decker holders in here. Seems to have all the original tools. It is used, but all the original tools is nice. It's nice and compact too. I thought that was kind of cool. Definitely good for going mobile, I guess. Nice little case. High-speed steel. Did we need this much? No. Did we really need to buy more high-speed steel than we have? No, but it came with everything else, and now we'll have infinite high-speed steel. There are some pre-made tools in here. Some of them are lightly cut. Some of them are heavily cut. Some of them are extremely short. I know there were some blanks. I just kept throwing them all in here. Here's a box of them, a box of blanks, 5/16 inch blanks made by Momax. Here's another Momax. There's an Armstrong down here. Not sure if the camera can pick that up. But yeah, lots of high-speed steel. It's all mixed in here. Some of it's cheap, some of it's good stuff. Some of it is completely roasted. There's all sorts in here. This one actually has a carbide on it. And it's got a unique angle. There's a lot here. Like, this is just a whole lot of high-speed steel. I think that's pretty impressive. Oh, what is that? Subscribe? Oh, yeah, subscribe. Yeah, if anybody isn't subscribed, you better hit that button now. Moving on, we got some chamfering stuff. These are all chamfering bits. Whole bunch of them. There's a lot in here, maybe 40 of them. All different sizes, all different styles. Again, we won't need all that, but we won't be running short on them anytime soon. Got some burring tools, a whole bunch of them in here. These definitely, again, more than we need, but you know, when you have too much. There's some boring bars and stuff like that in here. There might be some internal threading tools in here as well. As I was sorting through stuff, you know, I wasn't really sure about some stuff, but definitely as we learn more, we'll be able to use some of this stuff and learn more about it. We got two sets of punches. The one on the left is letters. The one on the right is numbers. We got some dead centers. This one's in a Morse taper adapter. Got a bunch of those. Here's more high-speed steel cutters with carbide tips. There's a whole bunch of them in here and more in here. This stuff is all not cheap if you go to buy this stuff. Of course, it's all used, but you know, you take the good with the bad. And I mean, at the end of the day, for the price we paid for all this stuff is all pennies. Every individual tool here cost us literal pennies. Dovetail saws, I was happy to get these. There's 5 in here. I think this one was a nice small one. I don't think that we have any dovetail saws, so cool to find those. Got a couple of them. These guys right here, we're not entirely too sure what they are. We are guessing that it's for internal threading, adjustable cutting, internal threading. So if all you machinists out there that actually do this for a living and know what you're talking about, let us know. We also don't know what these are. Each one of these has, you know, this one says 5/16-18. There's a little hex here. Then you open it up, and there's all these little screws in here. And that looks like a 5/16-18 thread. And then you could put it on this hex here and drive it like that. Not really sure what these are entirely meant for. They all store inside the tool. And we've got a bunch of different ones here. So if anybody knows what those are, please let us know, because we are looking to learn. Just put that down for now. Next up, we got some parting tools. There's a few of them in here, different brands. That one says Pratt & Whitney, Hartford, Connecticut. Number 1 and 2 by 1/8 inch. Empire Tool Co. number T9. And if I'm getting some of this stuff wrong, guys, just feel free to correct me. This is another Empire Tool Co. P3. That's the Pratt & Whitney. Empire Tool number T9. J. Milton Lures number 6M, Detroit, Michigan. There's another P&W down here. Got a whole bin full of reaming tools and related stuff like that. I threw a couple in here. Most of this was kind of unsorted. I haven't really had the time to go through it yet. We got reamers in the last tool haul, so now we'll be able to add to that. Some of them are tapered. There's a couple of tapered reamers in here. Over here, we got some more cutting tools with carbides on them. I'm not sure, you know, the technical name for some of these, but I know they are cutters, that's for sure. This box, I don't think I've gone through or sorted it at all. It was just pre-sorted, as you see. Got some center drills here, various sizes and lengths. You know, you got some big ones. That one is Threadwell. There's a long one. All different kinds in here. Good arrangement. There's some even really, really small ones in here, and they're left hand apparently. I don't know what you're using those for. This was a separate kit, Lido Tools, set 12A, high-speed steel, M3-2. Got a little tiny slitting saw here. Got a small fly cutter. This, as I was sorting through, I put a bunch of various tools and gauges in here. Got this Ellis Starrett number 154E, and it's an adjustable parallel. There are a couple of those in here, different ones. This is the 154C Ellis Starrett. This is just an LS Starrett regular parallel, 1/8 by 1. This is a parallel 3/8 by 3/4 made by Anton. There's a couple more parallels. BS, I think it says, 1/2 inch by 3/4. We got this tiny little tap wrench. It's a number 0. I can't make out the name of the manufacturer on here. I just can't read it. It's well worn. There's a small drive dog in here. Another LS Starrett, number 154B. There's a couple of angle gauges in here. Like here's this one's marked 6, probably for 6-degree angle. 25 degree angle. 20 degrees. This one says 23 degrees, but it also says 30. 18 degrees. Say center punch in here, made by General. Just a small junky little tap wrench, small little wrench. This is a edge finder for the mill. Tap tool, tap holder. There's more angle gauges in here, 15 degrees. There's more parallels. Lathe wrench made by Ace. Small little punch tool. I believe that's an LS Starrett. I wasn't sure what this was. If anybody knows, let me know. There's 2 T-nuts in here. These were branded the Teitzman Tool Corp, Englewood, Ohio. There's other gauges in here. LS Starrett, number 54. That's another 54. I guess those are kind of like more vice parallels, you think, Nick?
Yeah, something like that.
They have an angle to them.
Slight taper.
Yeah, but there's a pair of them. There's more regular parallels in here. This I was happy to get. These are just snap ring plier, exchangeable points. Those are always useful. This is a spring-loaded centering point for something. I'm not really sure. Maybe it's a spring-loaded dead center. I'm not sure. You guys can let me know on that one. More angle plates, a small little step block here, parallels. That's pretty much it for that box. This box is, some of them are parallels, I believe, that are unlabeled, like these just say RLB, but they're the same. Look to be like a 1/8 inch by 1, if I had to guess. Then there's stuff in here like this. It's broken. I'm not sure if it's just a part of a tool or just steel stock. This looks like it belongs to some kind of, you know, mag chuck or some kind of mag tool. This could be another parallel. Not sure about these guys. This might just be steel stock. And there might even be a couple cutter blanks in here, high-speed steel. This was all just various steel that wasn't really sure about, so I threw it all in this bin. And then I got this little bin over here of stuff that I haven't even yet gotten around to sorting. There's this little cutter in here. I guess that's a type of counter bore, I would guess. I'm not really sure. Stuff maybe for homemade tools or parts. Tap holder here. This is hex shape, some kind of maybe homemade part. There's a couple of homemade cutters in here. Various pieces of metal. Some kind of knurled part. Just stuff that I kind of have to look through more. We've got some bolts here. These I wouldn't have bought unless the lady threw them in, so we kind of just ended up with them. They're good, but I wouldn't have, paid for hardware that I don't really need. There's a roll of shim brass here, which is good to have. There's a decent amount of it in there, considering, you only need a little bit for a shim. This guy, I wouldn't have bought it separately, but yeah, it spins like a Ferris wheel. There are 8 rows of 5 of these plastic parts holders. So you can keep it on your bench and have all your little parts here. This guy was doing stuff in his garage, and these are all stuff that he was using. We decided to pick it up. The lady said we could take it or leave it. We decided to take it because it looks like there's a lot of stainless hardware in here. So we figured we'll look through it. We'll figure out what we want to do with it. I've never seen this kind of hardware holder before. Robo Dell is the name on the side. If anybody knows more about that or has any stories to tell about that, leave a comment below. We got some sandpaper. Not like we needed it, but this is full of sheets. This is a long roll. This is a shorter roll. Got 3 sharpening stones here. Got a package of hacksaw blades. Again, didn't need them, but they came with everything. I think they're all 18 TPI. Got this large buffing wheel. I might have to give that a try. Got this box full of buffing wheels, small little wire wheels, adapter plates and stuff. These are all the center discs for your wheels and stuff for your bench grinder and all that. There's a tube of wax here. There's some Brillo pads down there. There's all of these guys in here. They're little 3M little buffers or whatever. There's a guard for the bench grinder in here. Various things. Again, probably wouldn't have bought that separately. A couple of hole saws. We really didn't need those, but they came with everything. And then we got some drills. There's variety here. I haven't really gotten the time to look at it. So I know there's a bunch of, SAE by 64 sizes. There's some really long ones here. These are 9/16. There's 3 step drills in here. A bunch of smaller drills. But I haven't had the time to look through it to see if I got any metric stuff, which is stuff that I am looking for. But possibly any drills that are associated with tap sizes, like if you're tapping and you need to, a 1 through 60 or an A through Z, those are good to have. But it might just be all standard stuff. Nothing special. We have a lot of drills, so I don't really pick up drill bits anymore. But it was included, so we came home with it. Altogether, like I said, I think everything came down to pennies per piece. There's got to be, there could be 2,000 pieces here. So, it comes down to literal pennies. I think we did good, for the $600 that we spent. We got ourselves a lot of end mills, a lot of taps, high-speed steel, and some various, parallels and adjustable parallels and a couple of various little tools here and there, some more reamers, some parting tools, some boring bars. We got some stuff that we can definitely use. I'm pretty happy. You guys let me know what you think. Am I crazy? Let me know if you think I'm crazy.
Crazy.
Especially after a couple weeks ago when we bought all that other tap and die stuff. Maybe I'm crazy, or maybe I just really know that this was a good deal. You never know when you're going to find a deal like this again, so figured might as well take advantage of it now. I'll sort through everything. We realized that we don't have enough room for all of these tools. right now. So we're going to end up getting another toolbox. Let me take this off for now. We're going to retire our US General. This is the 42 inch, I believe. Yep, it's the 42 inch US General. We're actually going to empty this out of all of our mechanics tools. We'll get a 52 inch for our mechanics tools so that we can fit everything in there, there, and there, all in the 52 inch. I think it's going to go center here, right under that workbench. We'll lift that up if we have to. Then that US General cart is going to go over here next to the lathe. And we're going to put all of our machinist tools, or most of them, in here. We're going to put all of our metrology tools in here, all of our milling and lathing tools, everything that's small that'll fit in there. And then we'll sort through all of the end mills, taps, dies, chamfer bits, all of it go in there. Whatever we find out that we don't need, we will probably eventually end up lotting up and selling in small lots to try to recoup the costs. And we'll see how that works out, you know. I'm excited to get that toolbox. We're definitely thinking about it. I believe it's like a $900 toolbox at Harbor Freight. They've been bringing up the prices of these US General, I think. Or maybe that's just inflation. All right, well, I want to thank you guys again for watching today. And if you got extra time, check out our eBay store. Link is in the description. Everybody from YouTube can use the coupon code NKYouTube, get 10% off. And then go check out Nick over at NK Landscaping. He runs our other channel, all about our landscaping construction business, where we do a lot of hardscaping, pavers, patios, walkways. We do a lot of drainage too. So go check that out. And you guys have a nice day. And don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, and like our video. Thank you.